Greetings and Felice Navidad, Flesh Wound Freaks, and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
And Mike Kruger.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
So, gentlemen, how you doing tonight? How's Christmas season going now for you?
I got a little too much Christmas cheer last night, so if you could see the nice rosy red cheeks and yeah, I feel like fucking hell, but I'm here.
So. I thought you were just jolly with the red cheeks.
Oh no, definitely not.
We can ASMR. Isn't that what that's for? Like where you scratch the mic?
That's for not for rosy cheeks. I don't know what Dan's doing.
For headaches. For headaches, Todd. Isn't that what it's for?
Is it?
I mean, I'm sure.
I thought people jerked off to that shit.
There's that too.
I don't know which one's like is it primary jerk up or is it primary relax?
From what I've always been told, it's primary relax. But but the thing with that is everything becomes primary jerk off.
Yeah, maybe we'll start a ASMR spin-off channel.
It's already came up, and we said we'd read like movie synopses in ASMR, and it actually got some good responses.
I mean, Dan would be great at that shit. So
no, but Dan's gonna make it all awkward and like.
Oh, he's gonna make it perverted. That's why we have to have him do it.
We have to have Ozzy do one too.
He refuses. I've already tried to get him on ASMR.
Why?
He's like, nope.
Make patrons make Ozzy do it.
He doesn't want people to fap to his voice, I guess.
Yeah, although he was told that he would be very good at describing porn to the blind. So I have got him. He's almost warmed up to doing that for us. So
that would be hilarious.
Maybe we'll have him describe corporate assets. So at least now everyone can join, whether you can see or not.
Okay.
Hey, we got Pitt in the chat. What's up, you beautiful bastard? I'll see you in a couple days.
Hello, Pitt.
Hey, Pitt. What's up? Hey, Ghost. Welcome. So, yeah. You guys done any of your shopping yet?
I'm done. I've been done for like probably 3 weeks.
Oh, nice. You planned ahead. I'm about halfway there. I'm kind of at the point where I've like got the shit that I really need to get. Because Amazon, you got maybe a week being generous, not even that, and then it can get a little squirrely. They're already having this arrives before Christmas stuff, Well,
they do that automatically every year, though, just so you know.
Yeah, but I think the goalpost keeps like moving back a little bit.
No, but what I'm saying that they have that throughout the month. That this will and this won't arrive. That that's not a sign of change. That they're coming early may not have. Well, I'm not saying that, but that's always been a thing.
Yeah, so I got my online shit. I got to get some stuff in store.
Pitt says, "See you all soon," or not, Dan. Thankfully.
Damn. Well, I mean, you were talking shit on the Christmas Cruelty DVD, so
yeah.
There's always a running possibility.
It's Norwegians and Cool Duder. That's all.
Don't compare Norwegians to Cool Duder.
No, I'm saying you have beef with both of them.
I think they would deport Cool Duder in Norway for sure. I don't know what for.
Oh my God, Daily Ghost. Thank you. But should I bring that up now? Fuck it. It's coming up now. So I guess Violent Night is what Die Hard would look like if it was actually a Christmas movie. I keep telling Ozzy that. I also say Home Alone because if Die Hard's not a Christmas movie, either is Home Alone. So it's like if Die Hard and Home Alone were a Christmas movie.
If Bruce Willis and Macaulay Culkin fuck.
See, Kruger seems confused about this. I don't think
when you saying Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie is fucking crazy.
If you look at Die Hard, both of them, if you pull the Christmas out of them, they don't need to be.
Okay,
now
you take the Christmas out of fucking the plot of any Christmas movie, it changes.
No, it changes, but it won't necessarily work. Silent Night, Deadly Night does not work if it's not Christmas.
Oh yeah,
that's Christmas Evil, like.
Die Hard, I get. Home Alone, I think that's a stupid argument. But let's move on.
Let's have it. Have it out.
For the record, I think they both are. But whenever anyone says that Die Hard is not a Christmas film, I tell them then either is Home Alone. they don't know how to respond to that. Kind of like it confused you and kind of made you annoyed.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for this type of tomfoolery right now.
He responded by saying, "You're full of shit, Todd." That's what he said, pretty much, or he implied, anyways. But well, since we're already on Violent Night, might as well get right into it, guys. If you haven't, slap that thumbs up for us. We'd appreciate it. Give us a share, always helps. So, Violent Night from director Tommy Wirkola, who everybody probably best knows for the Dead Snow movies, and one that I'm very fond of, What Happened to Monday, with Noomi Rapace. Never say her name right. Maybe I did this time. I don't know. Also, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, which I remember liking. I haven't revisited that one since I saw it, but I remember liking it.
Yeah.
So pretty good record, and let's see if he keeps it up with Violent Night. So Violent Night follows a team of elite mercenaries who break into a wealthy family compound on Christmas Eve, taking everyone inside hostage. But the team isn't prepared for a surprise combatant. Santa Claus is on the grounds, and he's about to show why this Nick is no saint. All right, so Violent Night. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Shocker.
First thing I gotta say, fucking gory as fuck and amazing kills in this movie. I was not expecting it to deliver in that area as much as it did, and you could tell that this was made by a horror director, so big fucking props there. I love the whole cast, but David Harbour may be my favorite portrayal of Santa Claus I've ever seen on screen. Just he is so fucking funny, just such a badass, and the little backstory they have to his Saint Nick character, fucking phenomenal. Also, it was nice to see Beverly D'Angelo in there as a big Christmas Vacation fan. I was enthralled to see her actually kind of play a bitch too, which was nice to see. Way different. And also, John Leguizamo fucking killed it as a villain. Like his whole little dialogue he has about why he hates Christmas, like that shit really, really was hitting home for me, and I loved it. And honestly, I love this fucking movie. I have never laughed, I don't think ever, in a movie as much as I did in a movie theater as much as I did when watching Violent Night. I was cracking up through the whole fucking thing. David Harbour's like drunken Santa Claus character it touched my fucking heart, and even had some heartfelt moments. It's by far my second favorite movie I've seen all year. And I couldn't be happier with this. This is a Christmas classic that I'm going to probably revisit every year, forever. So it definitely gets my stamp of approval. I also I'm such a big fan of Dead Snow, but I think I may actually think this is even better as a Tommy Wirkola fan. I can't wait to see what he does next. I'm just so happy he made this fucking movie, dude. It's so cool. Like Santa Claus gorily fucking destroying bad guys on Christmas to save a family. Like there's nothing I could ask more with that plot, and it delivered on all aspects.
It's what Mel Gibson's Fat Man should have been, and actually what I expected going into that. But I'm glad we got this, because this delivered what I wanted from that movie, and I'll say I can't say much better than it would have been, because I'm sure Mel Gibson in the role would have did his own spin, but I don't think you're topping David Harbour.
He was restrained in that. Like I
that was the biggest problem.
In fact, that was Walton Goggins was the best part of that movie.
He absolutely was.
Yeah,
but you can say that almost any movie he's in. But yeah, I gotta put Trudy over. I mean, she kills it in this. I mean, that relationship between her and Santa, I mean, that's like the whole, the feel good of the movie, and it like really carries the story. Because I mean, you give a shit about what's going on. But I'm with Kruger. This is one of my favorite movies I've seen in the theater this year. I've seen it twice, both times. Theater laughed when everyone was into it. So it's definitely an audience pleaser. It is one of those kind of like genre it's not a horror film, but it's going to appeal to us because of the gore. It'll appeal to action fans. There's enough comedy for comedy fans. Like, for example, Ozzy loved it, which I was kind of like wondering how he was going to go on that. But yeah, count me in. It will definitely, I don't have a spot yet, but it will definitely make my top 10, probably top 5 this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. So I had a lot of fun with it as well. Definitely go in expecting an action film, a gory action film, but it's not a horror movie.
The trailer pretty much paints it exactly the way it is.
Yeah. A lot of people, for some reason, I know there's some coming back expecting that this was some Christmas slasher. I don't know why, but they did. So yeah, I first off, the when we get into the Home Alone portion of it, that's when it got really gory. Like that girl fucked Bjorn up pretty good with the attic nail action there. Yeah, if you ever wanted to see Home Alone with some healthy dose of ultra violence, there you go. You have it. Beverly D'Angelo, so funny seeing her play this different kind of character in a Christmas movie. Just man, I loved her. I mean, I know she's supposed to be the bitch here, but yeah, that was so cool. Perfect casting.
I imagine she's just playing herself, so I'm just gonna go with that.
I've never heard. I mean, I know Chevy was a dick, but I've never heard that. Beverly
well, those two still get along, so there's got to be a little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, good.
Oh,
it'll definitely. Oh,
Ben just dropped it. The producer said they hope to start working on a Violent Night 2 in the next few weeks.
Dude, that's the one thing I said. Like after I came out of the theater, I was like, I need like 6 of these. Like we could fucking do this every Christmas. I'd be thrilled.
You know the coolest thing about Violent Night? It beat a fucking Disney movie. How embarrassed is the mouse right now?
Again, second week though.
Yeah, but irregardless, that's pretty fucking awesome that an R-rated Christmas movie for adults.
Fuck yeah.
Skull fucked Disney. That is so
hit the mouse right in the balls with its sledgehammer.
Yes.
What was its name?
Skull Crusher.
I was gonna say Stormbreaker, but that's another Disney property.
I thought you were asking the movie Strange.
No, he just said it. No, it's not Strange World.
He's talking about Santa's hammer.
Yeah,
Skull Crusher. I forgot what the Norwegian word was though.
Oh yeah,
Pitt, you still in our chat?
Yeah, Pitt. If you could tell me what the Skull Crusher's name was in its native language, I'd appreciate it.
But yeah, no, I mean this one just from beginning to end, and I think it's so cool. It's still wholesome. Like it still manages to be a proper Christmas movie that, I mean, am I saying maybe take your meek,
I think you could
loving wife or girlfriend? I don't know, but it's still, there's enough there where I think it works. And the wife also was bugging me during this. I'm like, what did I just see her in not long ago? And she was the star of Cop Shop, one of my favorite non-horror movies.
She was the other cop. Yeah,
I mean, basically the star. It's kind of an ensemble movie, but she was great. I think the social media influencer kid was a proper douchebag. I would have liked to see him get hurt a little bit more, maybe, but I enjoyed that. This movie's just fun. It's a good time. David Harbour is fantastic. He's so underrated. He's been underrated for years. Even, he first kind of came on their radar with Stranger Things, but that guy's been around a long time. And this was a great role for him. I'm glad it's a success after what he went through on Hellboy, and that movie unfortunately tanking.
Still like that movie though.
Yeah, it's got its moments. Not so much for a graphic novel fan, but yeah, I know what it could have been. Unfortunately,
you can't like compare it though to like even Guillermo's movies. Like he had such a beautiful vision for that. But it is different.
Yeah, no, for sure, it's not. But yeah, it's just a really good time, and some of the more creative bloodshed I've seen in a while. I mean, skin comes off, and
dude, the fucking the chimney kill, like one of my favorite kills I've seen all year.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It delivers for the splatter fan for sure.
As Pugs would say, I shouldn't be like knocking one film down to bring another one up. So I'm going to word this very, very kindly. I feel like this is the experience everyone else has while watching Krampus. Like it delivers for them. And this like totally does for me. Whereas Krampus I watch and I'm like, it's all right. But
have you done the rewatch and you didn't change? It didn't change.
Yeah, I watched the director's cut or whatever on the 4K. I'm going to give it another one this year. Maybe I'll enhance my viewing experience and see how that affects it.
Yeah, get some eggnog in you.
Yeah, I mean, Trick or Treat's such a high bar, and I don't know. Honestly, it makes me just want to watch Santa's Sleigh.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I like that movie.
I know you do. Yeah.
But yeah, man, fucking go see this in the theater. Go see it with your family. Like it's just such a goddamn good time, and it puts you in that holiday spirit. And for somebody who, honestly, I kind of hate fucking Christmas, but damn, I can't say that I didn't fucking love this movie. And this is definitely the highlight of the Christmas season for me.
Yeah. I'll probably see it a couple more times while everyone's watching Avatar.
I want to go see it again, but I want to see it with like a group of people. Like if I could get like a couple of buddies to go. But me and my mom did see it, and she fucking loved it.
It's a really good just party movie. Yeah, take a big group, and there's not a lot else out right now. So other than what Avatar 2 is coming, I think next week.
This Thursday.
This Thursday. Oh, this Thursday already. Okay, fuck then. Yeah, there's like nothing else. I don't.
No, sorry. Next Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to sit through 3 hours of that. So,
and 9 minutes.
And 9 minutes. Yes.
There might be that post friggin'.
Yeah. Unless my niece wants to go, my oldest niece, but I don't know. She hasn't even said anything. So
I'm looking forward to seeing it in 3D because it's supposed to be visually beautiful, and he always uses the 3D properly. So I mean, for the 3D fan in me, that is always something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I just that runtime, man. Like to sit in a theater, like especially when the theater doesn't have like really comfortable seats or anything. It's kind of hard.
You don't have the recliners there.
Some of them do, some of them don't. It just depends on what the fuck the theater is.
I know. I saw it was in Dolby Cinema after I'd already got my IMAX 3D ones, and it's like the Dolby seats are so much better, but then I got to wait like 3 extra days to see it because they're all fucking full of shit. So I have the perfect seat in IMAX, and I'm telling myself, maybe I'll see it again in Dolby. That shit's got to blow me away at 3 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah. I do regret not seeing Batman though. So, I mean, maybe we'll see it.
Cliff, by the way, that was fucking hilarious.
I know.
I can pull it up, but it's fucking hilarious.
I mean,
also next week is they're re-releasing Rogue One in theaters in 3D and IMAX.
I still have never seen it.
That's my favorite of the Disney properties.
Yeah, but my friend Lewis, who's a big Star Wars guy, he always tells me that like Rogue One will be like probably your favorite Star Wars movie if you actually sit down and watch it.
I can't even argue that. Even Dan knows that's the good one.
Yeah, the only good one.
See?
So let's go ahead and rate.
Oh yeah,
night though. I should do that. I'm a 4.5. I thought it was fantastic. It'll definitely be one that'll be in a rotation for me.
I'm just gonna guess me and Kruger are gonna be
5 fucking stars. 5 out of 5 for me, man.
Sweet. Check it out. It's your basically your only other option. I don't even think there's a lot of indie stuff going up against Avatar.
There's a few things out. I can't remember the one with speaking of Star Wars, the one I can't remember his name. He's also in Breaking. Finn from Star Wars. I can't think of his actual name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
John Boyega.
Yes. Yeah, with him. There's I want to say it's like a World War II movie. I don't know.
Devotion?
Yeah.
It's not John Boyega.
Who is it?
You racist bastard. I don't think
Dan
Yeah.
can finally fucking call somebody racist. Awesome.
Let's see. Todd.
What's it called?
Well, let's see if Todd is, because let's see.
One of us is about to be.
If you're thinking about the fighter pilot movie, maybe
I
there's
think
something
so.
else with John Boyega, but
he's in a bunch of stuff.
Ben Grimm says Rogue One is in my top 3. Yeah, I got to get on that, man.
Todd, you are a racist. It is Jonathan.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's good.
I
too.
mean, they had the same first name. Come on.
Well, yeah. Still, I'm still.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean,
That's
I'll
okay,
actually go.
Todd.
Oh, yes, from Lovecraft Country. Okay, got it.
Cancel Todd. All right. So
Let's go back into the archive.
Next up, we have a Chinese monster movie, which there've been a lot of these popping up at in Walmart recently on DVD, and this one also, just to make it clear, the title released overseas was just Snow Monster, but on DVD here in the US you can find it as Snow Monster versus Ice Shark.
What's the runtime, Dan?
The runtime is 82 minutes, Todd. So in this one, from director He Huang, this follows a gene research company sends a team of scientists into a mysterious snowy area on the edge of the Arctic. Excuse me. After losing communication with their team, the company hires an expert tracker to lead a rescue mission to find the missing scientists. As Ren and his team get closer to finding them, they discover an array of deadly creatures, each scarier than the next, putting themselves deeper and deeper in jeopardy. That is, until they are rescued by an unexpected ally. So, Todd, Kruger, I know, Kruger, you had some issues.
I didn't get through the whole movie. I got through like the first 45 minutes, but I do have a couple of things to say. One, this is one of the worst fucking dubbings I have heard in a hot minute.
Did you hear the Goofy voice? Like, for a second, it's like, it's fucking Goofy. It is just Goofy's voice on the intercom.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? The shit was hilarious. That's just the kind of the one thing I just wanted to point out is how bad this dub is. Like, it is laughably terrible. And to be honest with you, the acting seemed like it was halfway decent. It was just with this dub, like, it's too bad that they didn't release it with like the original Chinese audio.
Yeah.
ITN never does. They do a lot of like Russian and Ukrainian and ironically like Romanian stuff. It's always like a shitty, really shitty dubbing, and they never give you the original.
Because I don't think they're trying to please anyone here. They're trying to get people at Walmart to impulse buy this shit.
Yeah,
I get it. It's we give no fucks. But Kruger, I know you're not doing a formal rating, so but what did you think? The effects, the look.
The effects were. I don't know, like they like I've seen worse, obviously, from like Asylum and stuff like that, but they weren't necessarily great. And I don't know what it was about the snow monster, but I
liked him.
I didn't like the design really. There was just something about the face that really bothered me. The shark, it looked pretty shitty, to be honest with you. So out of the two monsters, the snow monster definitely looked better, but. I may go back and watch like the last 40 minutes of it, but I don't know. There wasn't anything there that really like made me eager to do that either.
It's more ambitious than your typical like Sci-Fi Channel movie. I thought the snow monster looked good. The shark looks like pretty much any CG shark. This is definitely has that feeling of a green screen movie for sure. Like, but we get a lot of different creatures. And I like the look of snow monsters, kind of like a giant cat meets ram kind of hybrid. I had no issues with that. I thought actually that worked quite well. There's a lot of these. I've only watched a couple. I've got a stack of them I'm gonna have to get to. I know Land Shark was one.
Yeah, Land Shark was a newer one. There's also fuck, what the hell is it called? Snake, I think, or some shit like that.
There's multiple Snake ones that I have.
Yeah, but there's like one that has like 3 movies, and the last movie it's like the snake versus the like dinosaurs. It's kind of weird. But look, you know, like something I would actually just check out if I was bored one day. But
yeah, I didn't hate this. I mean, we get like the zombie crow things, and it kind of gave me, you know, it's not that good, but it kind of gave me a sort of mysterious island, although we're in the Arctic, or kind of journey to the center of the earth kind of feel to it. That
it definitely
okay.
It definitely felt like it was inspired by those old 60s and 50s monster movies for sure.
Yeah, and I'm an easy mark for that. I mean, again, tons of CG. It's kind of misleading calling this snow monster versus ice shark. The snow monster fights the ice shark for about a minute. It's not, you know,
like ape versus monster.
Pretty well. I think you got a little more ape monster.
They're building up to it though. This is just like they added the verse because they wanted a versus movie.
Yeah,
he fights that shark for a minute. Let's, you know.
To be honest with you though, like that's smart because like I tend to want to watch those versus movies.
Evil Bong versus Ginger Dead Man is not out of the question for you. So that's
it's not.
We don't get a lot of, you know, collar elbow tie-ups with the bong and the cookie though, unfortunately. So
I mean nothing's gonna beat Freddy versus Jason. That's the ultimate. But I love all of that shit, even the AVP movies.
Yeah, I had fun with this. I mean, it's kind of like you know what you're getting kind of deal. If you're the snow monster, they'll look great. So that's the main event. So yeah, look, it's a CG film. It's short. It goes by pretty quickly, and grading it on that scale better than most recent Sci-Fi Channel creature features I've seen, but by a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. I actually did have fun with it. The bad dubbing.
Oh yeah, dubbing sucks ass. It's bad.
It wasn't one of those where I could say it was good, but I did have a good time with it. It was just bad and it was dumb, and I loved it. So,
to be honest with you, Chinese monster movies and just Chinese movies in general, like they're pretty shitty. Like quality wise, like they're like I don't think I have seen one that hasn't. Like I don't count category, 3 films, but like I'm talking like mainland China. Like those movies are really really trash.
Wow.
So maybe I will go and check this one out. I have seen Sadako versus Kayako. That shit was actually pretty entertaining.
I agree. And then Ring versus Grudge which. No, wait, that's the same one.
That's the same thing.
Well, no, because there's Sadako versus. Fuck, I think it's the Ju-on one.
Are you a North Korean kaiju fan, Kruger?
Are you like? What are you referring to, Pulgasari?
Well, yeah, the only one that I'm aware of.
Pulgasari's all right. I like. But I do really like fuck, I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm hungover as fuck. My kaiju knowledge is fucking
it's
a little
right.
foggy. What's the Godzilla ripoff from I think it was South Korea.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Kino put it out.
Yeah. Gorgo? No, was it Gorgo?
No. Gorgo's Gorgo's British.
Yeah, no, there's
Young Gary.
Yeah, okay, Young Gary.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Young Gary. And actually, that shitty reptilian movie, that's a Young Gary remake. And I kind of like that one, even though it's horrible with the CGI. Like, part of the model isn't even animated right, but that one's actually kind of fun. But
there was a lot of buzz behind Reptilian. I remember, like my video store was promoting it hard.
Because it was South Korea's like first big budget like like I think it had like a $14 million budget or something like that, and
Yeah.
they were trying to put it over, but it just like the production was a mess, and they ended up like not being able to finish the CGI models. But then eventually they re-released it as Young Gary like 2001 or some shit like that, where they went back in and kind of fixed some of the stuff.
Oh, I'll have to revisit that in the fixed version. Actually, I'd be curious. But so yeah, fun movie, shitty dubbing and all. You know, I had a good time with it. It's yeah. If you like this sort of thing, you'll be entertained.
Yeah, I'll probably throw on the rest of it after this podcast, and maybe I'll leave a comment on what I think.
Yeah, give us your number. Speaking of numbers, Dan, what are you giving it?
I give this one a 3. It's definitely above average, and I was entertained by it.
Damn it, I'm agreeing with Dan too much today. I'm also a 3.
And I like the snow monster. I thought the snow monster actually looked really, really good.
Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to just binge watch all these fucking, because I feel like we've gotten like probably 15 of them in the last like 2 years. So one day I'm gonna have to brush up my knowledge on Chinese kaiju cinema.
And we should mention that this one is on Tubi.
Yeah.
Yes. So moving on to our next film, brand new Christmas horror found footage horror anthology, or partially found footage horror anthology. And this is from directors Robert Livings and Randy Nunlull Jr. And it is the Christmas Tapes. In this Christmas horror anthology, a family's movie night on Christmas Eve is interrupted by a stranger insistent on making the next Christmas classic film himself. He this is fresh off the presses, and basically
I was just going to throw out the release date is this Monday, December 12th.
There you go. So you'll be able to check it out soon. They invite him in to use the phone. He ends up being sinister and holding the family hostage and making them watch these videotapes of these different Christmas horror themed stories. And Todd, I'm going to pass it to you real quick. I've got a minor situation that's going to take me 1 minute. My cat, I think, got his tail.
Go handle your shit.
Wax. So I'll be right back. 1 minute.
We'll stall.
So what about your thoughts, Todd?
Shit. Here. Well, let me just throw out some of the other stuff from the I was trying to see, Dan wants me to cover, and I was like pulling up all the stuff from the studio.
No worries.
Shit. December 16 on digital worldwide. God damn it.
No worries.
Trying to
Punisher Batman fan just said Gamera. I know that was probably referring to our kaiju talk earlier, but we will have more kaiju talk because another one of our movies from Norway tonight. 2 Norwegian movies tonight.
Yeah.
Go figure.
But yeah, this one's coming from Terror Films. Comes out the 12th, and then I digital on the 12th. I want to say the 16th. It's on YouTube. It's on another streaming thing on the 16th.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
She lost a little bit of hair, but she smells like pine now, so that's good. There's wax burners. Have you ever had a cat? Like, she's done it to me twice. Like, right there, I saw it coming. She just got a little on her tail, and I was like, "Fuck, please!" It's scraping it is a nightmare. Yeah. Sorry, live radio people.
No, I wasn't ready. I was pulling up the specs, and then
shout out to You Need a Candle, Christian Hannah Hart. Get your wax melts on Etsy now.
Yeah, so Terror Films, and it comes out worldwide December 12th.
All right. Sweet. All right, so back to the review. So I like this one. I thought it was actually a lot of fun. There really wasn't a particularly weak segment, which is rare. There is kind of a short one for some reason that they kind of threw in there involving a bomb, and I think it was almost meant to be like, that was lame kind of deal. I don't think they really needed it there, but the idea of it was kind of cool. In the first story, we get, it's called Travel Buggies, and it's this couple that's filming everything, just documenting their road trip, and they make the mistake of doing a summoning ritual as a gag, which has really bad consequences, and this kind of involves a scarecrow, and I had a good time. I had a good time with this one. I thought it was a good opening segment. Did you like the first one, Todd?
I did. I think, like I was telling Kruger, I think off air, the best way to describe this is like a Christmas VHS almost.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, doesn't quite get that wild.
No, yeah,
but,
not that level either.
Yeah.
So it's not like a direct comparison. But yeah, I did. I did. Which was the first story again?
That was Travel Buggies with the scarecrow.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Yeah, and there's not too many Christmas horror anthologies out there. I mean, this is not the first one by any means, but it's always nice when we get that.
I think we have like 3 this year. This is like a bigger year. So I
yeah,
know there's that
bigger
one.
Year.
Trauma has one out. Although we are covering another one in our tournament, but that one's been out a year, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been out a year or two.
But overall, yeah, there's not a lot at all.
Yeah, I'd say solid first story. The second one is called Christmas Gift, and this follows a Santa who shows up, and this man thinks he's like a delivery man, and it's going to be delivered in this surprise package to his family, and needless to say, this ain't the real Santa Claus. This is not David Harbour, and things go horribly wrong. Vernon Wells plays Santa in this, and I love Vernon Wells. Ever since Commando, I mean, like I've always say, the ultimate one-liner 80s action movie. Commando is just so much fun.
That's my favorite action movie. Period.
Oh, okay. I did not remember that. Yeah, Commando's just perfect. Perfect.
As a guy who doesn't care for action movies, usually I even like Commando.
And you know who's the female? You know who's the daughter in that?
Alyssa Milano. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah, Commando.
The Discord's gonna get that, right? The Discord.
Commando, and then you feel weird watching Embrace of a Vampire, but or I could also go Body Count though too. Body Count, I like Body Count with Ice-T and Alyssa Milano. So yeah, I really
dug. Hood approved.
What? Hood approved. It's
Okay.
Body Count. Ice-T, it's always hood approved. So this one kind of morphs into sort of a Saw sort of thing where he has to pick a box on an advent calendar, all which lead to horrible consequences. There's kind of a random what the fuck kind of Jason Goes to Hell shaving scene moment, which I thought, I was like, what the hell? That, I mean, it works.
Was it as homoerotic?
No, it involved a woman and a man. Miss Claus and the poor unfortunate victim. But it involved feet. And I was like, oh, I don't know, Jigsaw's got a foot fetish, I guess, in this. But I like this segment a lot. This one I thought was a lot of fun.
Well, I think real quick, Ben just shows our Thanksgiving watch along next year. Body Count is a Thanksgiving movie.
Oh, well, that you'll get no argument.
I know.
Yeah,
I've never seen it, so I'm in.
All right.
Could use a Blu-ray release like this.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get lucky. That one was really popular on cable.
All that era. Come on, I want a VSA line. I'm tired of Billy Blanks. Give me some Ice-T. Give me some Urban Menace. Give me any of those shitty 90s rap movies, and I'll be a happy man.
I could see Urban Menace coming out on like one of the sub labels.
No. I want that one on VSA. I want it in the big box that has like 3 slip covers. You gotta get it out.
You get Ice-T slip. Snoop Dogg slip. Yeah, R.I.P. Albert Pune. I don't know who they can get for the extras on that though. That's the only problem. But
Ice motherfucking tea.
there you go. All right. So yeah, I thought that segment was awesome. That one alone kind of made it. After that, we get that really short, and in between this, we see kind of the captor fucking with the family, and you know that the wraparound's kind of just meh, but the guy I thought had a lot of charisma and it worked. It's mostly just trying to get through these segments. The wraparound, is just fine. It's very basic. It goes exactly where you would expect it to go. The fourth segment, Christmas Spirit, follows this couple moving into a new home and suspecting that it is haunted. And to help fix their situation, they contact Paranormal Perry, played by Dave Sheridan, aka Officer Doofy in Scary Movie.
God. That's awesome.
And Devil's Rejects and a lot of other things, but he will always be Officer Doofy.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say he did Officer Doofy skits during the lockdown at like different conventions.
He's asking people to smell his finger.
No. He was like going around at like a convention, and he's like 6 feet, and he had like a ruler he'd hold in front of people.
That's
hilarious. Just look it up.
God.
Look it up on YouTube. He is fucking hilarious. And he's really funny here as well as Paranormal Perry. He's this sort of really goofy dude who may or may not have sadistic intentions towards this couple. I won't reveal that, but I really enjoyed this as well. Dave Sheridan's a really talented guy. I don't think he's had the career he probably should have. I don't know why he didn't like headline some comedies after Scary Movie. He deserved to. I know he did a parody movie that I haven't actually seen, although I own it. The Walking Deceased, based on Walking Dead.
Yeah, I watched it, but I know the one.
Yeah, I need to sit down and actually watch that at some point because it's been sitting on my shelves. Ben says he did a live showing of Victor Crowley dressed as Officer Doofy. That's hilarious.
That is.
No, if you want to laugh, guys, it's awesome. I'm a little surprised that he's able to still do that character, but it's really cool that he does. I missed out on a photo op that I should have gotten. Yeah, in full Officer Doofy gear. I saw some of the photo ops people got, and I was like, shit, I should have just sprung for it.
Did he have the vacuum for the photo op? That's all I need to know.
I think some people brought vacuums for their photo ops. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he let him like attach it to his dick, but
Dan would have. He's
I would have. I look. That would have been a high, like, you're going to have to pay a little bit more to, put a vacuum on my dick, but I would do it. I'm very shameless. So
don't act like you haven't.
I know.
Never had relations with a vacuum. That's the higher patron tier, Kruger. Yeah. You start throwing around some bands.
All right, what do we have? What was next, Dan?
You gotta rate this.
After that, we get kind of the basic wraparound. I like this. It balances, comedy fairly well. There's a few moments where the budget shows maybe an effect here and there that wasn't perfect, but this one's worth watching. We've watched some not so great Christmas horror movies recently, and I'm happy to say this one is worth checking out. Don't think it's necessarily a classic that's going to end up in your regular rotation, but like you said, if you want like a lighter sort of VHS, it blends well with those. Maybe you haven't watched VHS 99 yet, and you want to make it a double feature night with the Christmas tapes, which Todd, when is it dropping again that people can watch it?
It's funny because I have 2 dates listed in the PR.
Okay.
Monday the 12th or Friday the 16th. I actually
Alright.
think it's the 16th. It says worldwide for the 12th. So next week.
There you go. You get to see it.
It's in the PR. I'm trying.
Get to see it in time for Christmas. That's all that matters.
Yep.
All right. So I like this one a lot. Like I said, there really wasn't any weak segment. I think that this is well above average, not quite hitting classic level or anything, but I really liked it. I give it a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm a 3. I liked it enough, and I think it's
Cool.
worth checking out.
Absolutely. Let's see what do we got next. We got some more giant. We got Norwegian kaiju action up next, which I'm excited to talk about. And that is Troll from director Roar Uthog. Hopefully I got the name right. I am a big fan of well, actually, no, there's a couple things I'm not a big fan of, but I am a big fan of his film The Wave, which is a really good Norwegian disaster movie. I'll talk more about him in a minute, but
he did Cold Prey too, didn't he?
He did, which we did a Cold Prey show last year, I believe.
Franchise show, yeah.
Yeah, those didn't quite.
They were underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
The second one was my favorite because it's basically Halloween too.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and what's up, Anthony's Horror and More in the chat. Welcome, sir. And all right, so Troll, which is a Netflix original. You can watch this right now on Netflix. And in this one, deep in the Dovre Mountain, something gigantic wakes up after 1,000 years in captivity. The creature destroys everything in its path and quickly approaches Oslo. All right, so Troll, Kruger, I know you were really excited for this one. So was I. And what did you think? Did it live up to all your expectations?
For the most part, I think it did. You could definitely tell that this movie's influenced by, American giant monster stuff. Like there's a lot of Jurassic Park homages in here.
Did you notice Godzilla 98? Like there were a few Godzilla 98 moments.
Yeah, a little bit of Godzilla 98, a lot of Kong Skull Island. There's actually like 3 shots in the movie that were almost direct copies of it. But the one thing I gotta say, man, they fucking nail the tragic monster angle with this troll character. And that's really like the type of kaiju movies I like, when you can actually feel something for the monster and he's not just this mindless, rampaging, thing. Even like with Godzilla and stuff, I mean, it's a tragic monster. It's just, a mutated creature that's scared and trying to, find its way through Tokyo. So they did a really good job with the characters. The effects I thought were fucking insanely good. Honestly, some shots in here even better than the MonsterVerse films. I really hope we get more of these, to be honest with you. I'm a huge Troll Hunter fan, and this feels like a nice companion piece to that movie as well.
Did you prefer one over the other?
I would have to rewatch Troll Hunter.
Justin from Pitt. Not even close to the name of the director, Dan.
You want to take a shot at it, Kruger? Maybe you'll do better.
No, I'm just.
Let me see. Roar Utog, is that correct?
Roar Utog. Yeah, that's how I would have said it.
Is the first name right? I mean, Roar.
Yeah. But let me know, Pid, in the chat. But yeah, I had a really good time with this. I think it's definitely a new classic that I'm going to be revisiting for years to come, and I hope we get sequels. Thoroughly impressed, and the characters too. The main character and her relationship with her father, and just the way that plays into the story, really, really good stuff, and heartfelt too moments in this movie too. So I highly recommend, if you are a big kaiju fan, this is must-see stuff and one of the best kaiju movies that we've gotten in recent years. Are
you a disaster movie? I know Todd is. Are you a disaster movie fan? Because The The Wave is really, really good. It's a great disaster movie that, and I think the sequel, The Quake, not the same director though. But yeah, check out The Wave, guys, if you like disaster movies. Much better than even some recent American big budget disaster movies. Todd, what did you think of Troll?
Yeah, I did. I was looking forward to this one too. I tried not to overhype myself, but yeah, I mean, I got those Kong Island vibes.
Yeah.
I like the universe. I want to see more. So I felt like this was a good. I don't want to say a good start because it's complete, but I mean, I want more.
Well, they leave you with a little bit
Yeah.
at the ending. So, and it seems like it's doing well. So and knowing Netflix, I mean, the likelihood of getting a sequel to this is maybe high. What I really want though is like the troll design reminded me a lot of one of the gargantuans, and I just throughout the whole movie I was just like, man, I could use another troll and just get a nice kaiju battle in here. That would be awesome. So maybe that's where they could go with the second film. But yeah, just you could tell that this guy absolutely loves kaiju cinema, and I mean it shows, and I think he did a great job. I think some people are a little like I said, there is a few shots in here. Yeah, there he is. He reminds me of the green gargantuan. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, reminds me a lot of that. And I would love to see him go like another one of these trolls go to battle with another one. That'd be great. But yeah, this I was impressed, man. Like you know, and as a kaiju connoisseur, and I'm a stickler when it comes to some stuff, I think this nailed all the right themes those movies should have. So what about you, Dan?
So very kind of you get the typical tropes for this kind of movie, estranged dad-daughter relationship, the sort of the professor type that knows what's going on, but nobody will listen to him. The nerdy assistant, military being, dicks, basically. Yeah. Very kind of by the numbers in terms of all that. But yeah, this movie's a blast. You kind of expect that in a, giant monster movie like this. And I do prefer The Wave. I think The Wave is actually his director's best movie. But effects-wise, the troll looks amazing. Really cool looking monster here, and I did laugh. I hope nobody is dissuaded by Godzilla 98, but which I do not like that movie at all.
No, that movie's dog shit.
They kind of do some stuff from that, the footprint sort of thing, and everything. We also do get Billy Campbell, the Rocketeer, American actor, shows up briefly in this, which I thought was kind of cool and kind of random. I also kind of unusual in this one because it is strictly like a Norwegian set story. This is not like the fate of the world hanging in the balance, although potential sequels to this. This is just like, Oslo's in trouble, and it's not like an international thing. It's like they're just dealing with it, which I thought was cool and like different from what we usually get in these, movies, Independence Day, etc., where the whole world kind of has to react to this sort of stuff. And yeah, I really, really had a good time with it. If you're not a fan of these types of movies, I could see it just being, another monster movie kind of deal with better than normal effects. But I had a good time. The chase, and I really enjoyed the troll folklore, a lot of which that I haven't heard. So I thought that was cool. It's a good time. You should absolutely check it out. It's a shame not getting to see it on the big screen though, because it's really a movie that's made for the big screen. And yeah, so yeah, you want to go ahead and rate it?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a 4 out of 5, and maybe some room to grow because I'm definitely going to be rewatching this for years to come.
Dan,
there you go. I am a 4 as well. I really loved it, and don't sleep on The Wave. I like The Wave a lot.
I'm a 3.5.
Right.
There we go.
So,
All right. So
one more left.
one more to go. We're saving the cannibal flick for the main event tonight, and that is Bones and All, which is from director Luca Guadagnino. Probably missed that, but maybe not missed that by as much as I mispronounced the
Yeah, sounds right to me.
Close, but he is the director of the Suspiria remake. He also did Call Me by Your Name, which I know is up for a bunch of Oscars, also with Timothy Chalamet. And he's also, in addition to Suspiria, always seems to work with Tilda Swinton. I was surprised she wasn't in here. He did A Bigger Splash and I Am Love with Tilda Swinton. So this is actually based on the, and I'll get into the synopsis here in a second, but it's based on the Carmen DeAngelis book, and I'll get into that here.
Is it a YA novel? I'm assuming.
It is, and it's a little different though. I'll get into that. I haven't read the book, but I know about it. So all right, so a story of first love between Marin, a young woman learning to survive on the margins of society, and Lee, an intense disenfranchised drifter, as they meet and join together for a 1,000-mile odyssey, which takes them through the back roads, hidden passages, and trapdoors of Ronald Reagan's America. But despite their best efforts, all roads lead back to their terrifying pasts and to a final stand that will determine whether their love can survive their otherness. All right, so yeah, it is more of a YA novel than it is a sort of teen movie, in my opinion. I really thought this was going to be kind of, I wasn't too sure. Is this going to lean more into sort of like an angsty YA Twilight sort of thing? I really don't think that it is. In fact, I mean, it is angsty to a degree.
I was going to say I agree to disagree on that statement.
It's no Twilight, and it's
still an angsty teen movie like a motherfucker.
It is an angsty movie, but I don't think it's primarily about the love storyline. In fact, I mean, some people might argue that with me, but this is really more cannibalism as a metaphor for consumerism, and I don't want to reveal too much, but it also other things in the movie that it's not. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to sleep on this one because they're just thinking like, oh, that looks Twilight. I think it's a lot better than that.
I don't think it looks Twilight, or it is. But I do argue that it's not some of the things you said.
Yeah, fair enough. But I actually liked it a lot. Taylor Russell, who was the girl in Escape Room and Escape Room 2, I thought she was really good. Timothy Chalamet, wasn't too sure. He was kind of like the new thing. I know he's playing Willy Wonka in an upcoming Willy Wonka movie. Wasn't too sold on him until I saw Dune. I love Dune. I thought they did an amazing job on that. I think he's really good here. There's a lot of, we get Jessica Harper, who pops up. I won't say who she's playing because it's kind of a spoiler, but she pops up. We get a small role from Chloe Sevigny, who's actually pretty chilling. She has no dialogue. I'll say that much, but she's amazing. I've always been a big fan of hers. Also not, and I think this is obvious, it's not your typical cannibal film, but this has some gore and some shocking violence. Like it goes there more than you would expect, and it's definitely an R-rated movie. And one that I enjoyed quite a bit. And again, it's been the year of the cannibal movie.
It's got one of the greatest directors in a small role in it, so I'm sure that's why you loved it, playing Brad.
Okay. Yeah, it's
so since Dan's not going to tell you who I'm talking about David Gordon Green.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Fuck.
Yeah, he plays right. Brad.
Oh, fuck. That was him. Okay.
Dan's like, well, now my rating just went down.
Well, I've said it before. Just stay away from horror. You can act in it.
I can't wait for his Hellraiser.
right? And I can wait. I kind of hope that.
Well, I bet you it's gonna have the thing the other fucking one was missing. Two people can't be that stupid to leave out the sex from Hellraiser. I'm just gonna say, if he does too, I'm gonna take it back.
Go back and listen to our Hellraiser franchise show, though. I mean, it's never been, it's there. I mean, it's not a lot of fucking in Hellraiser.
13 ghosts.
That works for me. But yeah, I liked it. I hope people give this one a chance. I think our villain, who's played by Mark Rylance, I always love his work. He was in a movie called The Outfit last year, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Here he plays Sully, and I think he's a really creepy. Yeah, well, we can call him the villain.
I see every time I see him in a movie, it pulls me out of it. He's just like so out of place. He does this
plays a memorable character. I don't.
But to me, it's not memorable for the right reasons. He's doing this weird.
Well, he's like a hobo.
Yeah, but he does that every fucking. He does that in every fucking movie he's in. Everyone.
He doesn't play the same character in every.
But he does that same the way everything he does is always the same. It's just that I don't know. I don't like it. I'm telling you, he does the same shit every time.
He does not. I would.
You can look at from Ready Player One to this. Throw fucking whatever in between.
All right, you show me where it's the same thing. I think he's a brilliant actor, Todd. So fuck you, Todd. But anyways, fuck you and your opinion, Todd.
Because well, that sounds right. Sorry.
I kind of figured this one probably wasn't going to be as much for you, but I
like the movie. I just don't agree with that, and he pulls me out of it when I see him. Everything he's in, it's like ever since I can't remember the first thing I saw him in.
You didn't think this the scene where he meets Taylor Russell's character again when he pulls up? That was tense. I thought he was great.
I do, and see the thing is, it pulls me out of it because he's such a different kind of character in everything he's in. Like he feels out of place in every movie he's in, the way he acts and everything. But
okay,
that's just me not liking his acting style. Or
we're busy fighting a ghost, also a fan of the Wave. So, Ben talking a little bit about Bones and all. Yeah, I really enjoyed it more than I thought. And it is weird. We're getting a lot of Cannibal stuff this year.
Yeah, there's like 6 movies so far.
Yeah. And I'm not even counting like any like low budget, smaller stuff. Like we're getting a lot of Cannibal stuff.
Yeah, Fresh, Feed Me,
that French film we did whose name's escaping me at the moment.
I think that we're in that... Depending on our climate of our country kind of directs where our stuff goes, and I think we're just in that era of that's something right now. I don't want to get too
people.
Yeah, we'll just go with that the short way.
when the chips are down, but
horror always has a huge cycle when the country's in the shitter.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of people I've already talked to about this movie. It's like, oh, it's a drama. It's not even a horror movie. And I'm like, God damn, guys, horror doesn't just have to be fucking ghosts jumping out at you. I thought the scene with Chloe Sevigny, again, I'm dancing around spoilers, but that was good. Tense as fuck, and she didn't even have a line of dialogue.
That was probably my favorite part of the movie. That scene.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's like I like it. It's just I get over it, but he always distracts me. But yeah, I do. I get it's drama heavy, and in all honesty, without the gore, I can totally see. Even with the gore, it is drama. It's not. I don't think there's nothing treated horrific. There's some tense stuff, but I get why people would say it's not horror. It's in the world because automatically cannibals get put in that world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I love road movies too. So I thought, just this. I don't know if they really name states here, but kind of Midwest. Actually, yeah, I think
They say it like literally
Ohio.
every place they go. Where
Ohio. All right, I don't remember. I saw it a couple weeks ago. But
I saw it like 3 weeks ago, the day it came out, Dan. It's like
Look,
giant on the screen every time.
They do, and I couldn't remember exactly where, but beautiful scenery, even when it's sinister at the same time.
Ben Grimm, Army Hammer was
talk
3
about
years
this.
early.
We needed. So this is what's really ironic.
Do we want to finish this? Rate it real quick before we go on this, or just go?
Oh yeah, we can rate it first. Well, yours is going to be lower, I assume. Todd, what's yours?
I'm a 3.
Ooh, I'm a 4.5. I love this movie. I really loved it. It's not going to be for everybody. I'm sure there'll be plenty that dislike it, but I really, really enjoyed it a lot.
All right. Army Hammer.
Army Hammer. So Army Hammer was the love interest for Timothy Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name. Ironic because I guess Army Hammer's canceled because I don't think he's worked on anything else. So for now he's canceled for sending texts about sexual fantasies involving cannibalism. So ironically enough, this director went on a few short years later to do a cannibal movie with Timothy Chalamet, which I just think is really, really funny.
He's still been working. What? Because that's been a few years.
Shit that 2 years. That's only been a couple years.
It hasn't been longer than that. I feel like it's been closer to 4 years.
I mean, I think he had some shit that he had shot, but no, it's not been 4 years at all. It was during
COVID. See, I thought it was like
no.
Okay, I thought it was before.
I mean, the text might be older, but yeah, I mean, there was some like
because I don't know. I'm looking it up when it came out.
Yeah. A cameo, I would have given it the 5 if they had the balls to put him in there as a cameo. Maybe he could have replaced Mark Rylance for you and you would have liked it more. Never eat an Eda.
I might have.
Imagine him flipping out on her in the van scene. Gold.
Okay, January 2021.
I'm telling you, it's recent, Todd.
I could have sworn we'd known that before. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, White Trash Jedi just got back from Violent Night.
Jesus Christ, Dan. Now I got to write the time down.
Right, what time?
You can't say that now.
Oh, really?
Yep. Just like I can't say the other one.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that's yeah. All right. Well, Jedi just got back from Violent Night. I can't keep up with this stuff. I didn't think that.
Well, if it's race related, Dan, if I can't let Munch say that word, or I can't say the one I want to, then it's all off the thing.
That's cool. I'm sorry you had to make an edit. I didn't. Okay. Jedi. We'll just call you Jedi. I didn't know that was a band. I can't keep up. But yeah, no. Army Hammer's a talented guy too. Like, it's kind of a shame. I mean, yeah, I guess that's kind of a no-no. Like, don't eat people. I guess. I don't know. Don't eat people.
No,
Todd, Kruger, you ever had an inkling to eat somebody?
He's selling vacation homes in the Bahamas now. No, but it's funny because I think I'm going to watch Now Eat Tonight, the movie. Totally random Brother Lynch Hung's movie. Not very good, but if you're a fan, it's entertaining enough. But side story, he rapped with Big Lurch, who also did singing stuff. But he went to prison for cannibalism.
Fuck.
So, well, there's a since we're on the cannibal tip, I'll tell the story real quick.
Yeah.
And his lyrics were used to convict him. Thank God. Say what you want about Gavin Newsom. He made that so that can't happen anymore. You can't use lyrics against a rapper in the court of law because they got X-rated like that. It's a whole thing. But anyway, so because this one he did. So this isn't just the music. He was high on PCP and decided to eat his girlfriend in their apartment. Just started taking bites out of her.
I remember this. I saw a news article.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal. I still love some Big Lurch. And then he was walking down the street naked, covered in blood. I mean, I feel bad for the lady who got eaten.
Yeah, well, you're a big fan of the music.
How much of her did he eat?
Oh shit! I have to look that up. It wasn't
Like, did she die?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say dead.
I mean, not necessarily. You could like just take a chunk out of somebody.
Well, he was eating her, or he ate her. Ate kind of implies that she's gone.
He's my age. Yeah, it was murder.
Oh, okay.
It was his roommate. At April 10th, 2002, 24-year-old Singleton murdered his 21-year-old roommate in the apartment he shared with her boyfriend. Should I just read this or there's
Go
more?
For it. Enlighten everybody.
Okay, the victim was found in her apartment at night by a friend. Her chest had been torn open by a 3-inch blade and was found broken in her scapula. Teeth marks were found on her face, on her lungs, which had been torn from her chest.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
The friend testified that Singleton was naked, covered in blood, standing on the street, staring at the sky. A medical examination performed shortly after his capture found human flesh in his stomach that was not his own. The victim's boyfriend said that he, an aspiring rapper, used PCP. Wait, the victim's boyfriend said he and the aspiring rappers used PCP the day before the murder took place. I'm going to pause it right there. Motherfucker was a rapper. He was on songs with Too Short. So I have a problem with aspiring, but I shouldn't be defending him right now, should I?
That probably
No,
not.
probably.
I'm using
a bad man.
I'm just saying the word aspiring bothered me. On November 7th, 2023 or 2003, Singleton was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He's convicted of murder and aggressive mayhem.
Yeah, I would say
after pleading not guilty by the reason of insanity at the murder because of PCP.
You know what didn't happen one time during that story, Todd?
What?
I didn't get a boner, not once, not even a half. That not exactly hot stuff they're eating people.
Oh, wait, hold on. Ben I remember this episode. Ben says, my favorite It's Always Sunny is where Frank convinces Dee and Charlie that they ate human meat, and it was so good they're obsessed with finding someone to eat.
That's a good episode.
I know, it's almost time we need some new ones.
No. We need to get Army Hammer on the show now. I think we could probably get him.
Well, Ben said he was like selling something in the Bahamas, selling like vacation homes in the Bahamas. I don't know if he's joking or he literally is.
There's no laws against cannibalism.
From Big Crack Rock, whatever happened to people just thinking they're God and jumping off a bridge on PCP?
Yeah, right.
Well,
welcome, Crack Rock.
You mix it with some Sainides and some weed, and this is what happens.
Yeah, cut someone's chest open, eat their lungs. Right.
That's why I only fuck with the malt liquor and the weed. No PCP for me.
Yeah, no shit.
Damn. So has there been like a prison interview with him?
I think I'm gonna have to try to get one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Dan, we can't have this guest on. People will be. It's too much. Let's have a fucking cannibal on that ate his fucking roommate.
But that would be on a new channel. Wouldn't be on this one.
Oh yeah. Well, still, yeah. It's like, oh no.
That would be that would be the Hood Approved channel.
We're not gonna have a.
The difference, Dan, is one of them can get me fucking heat. Okay.
There's that.
Right. Well, you could. Okay. Well,
there's no argument back from that.
I think wouldn't we all get cannibal heat though? Does anybody in the chat would you unsub from us if we had a cannibal on? I don't know.
It's too
maybe
bad
we get more.
It's too bad that Japanese the Japanese cannibal that got away with it fucking isn't still alive. We could have him on. It's that weirdo that had the fucking the weird porno tapes of him eating meat and shit after.
So I have a story with that. And it was me and Chris McGibbon that we were at the archive at Vinegar Syndrome and talking to the guy behind the desk. And now, again, it's a legal thing. I mean, I've never watched it. I have no desire to watch it. I don't know. But yeah, he became a porn star after he got away with the cannibalism. And the whole gimmick, and somebody was trying to sell the tape and they didn't take it. So Vinegar Syndrome has some morals. But he was telling me,
But Dan bought it off the guy right after.
Oh yeah, here's $100.
No, they don't want it. Here's a 20.
He told me, he's like, yeah, man, we get some crazy stuff in here, and in the gimmick basically is they shoot like standard normal adult film, and then they would like show the girl like newsreel footage, like, so it's pretty fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Not something I have any desire to watch, but it exists.
There's some clips of it in the Vice documentary on that sick fuck.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I'll watch the doc. I'm like, I don't need it's harder to find the real gore stuff now. Like I don't know what they've done, but I guess you have to go on Reddit. It used to be like,
what do you mean, like actual people dying?
No, I mean there's stuff like that on YouTube, but I'm talking more like somebody falls into a wood chipper.
Oh yeah, I mean Gorgrish used to be a thing, but I don't think it's around anymore.
See, Pitt doesn't mind if we have cannibals on the show.
All right, that's one vote for cannibalism.
Hey, the other red meat. That's all.
Oh my god.
There we go. Chris would sub twice. Okay.
Well, you might have to if it's going on a different channel.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as the cannibal's not fucking in the wrestling business, I don't care.
We'll all have lucha masks on. And,
oh my god,
that's not us. He just has the same hat.
Dude, now I want to see you in a Rey Mysterio mask so bad.
Dan, next time you come and we
hold on. I'm gonna turn the cam up. The hat's coming off. So this is a big moment. Hold on.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say to save it for the
who's that jumping out the sky.
I'm gonna. So do you want me to wait and tease it, Todd?
No. I want to.
No, we want it now. I didn't think you were gonna do it this season.
I'm gonna have to go headphones free for this because I do have a lucha mask.
All right, let's see.
Hold on. I'm going headphones free, so hopefully it sounds okay.
Daily Ghost. Fresh was a good one. God damn it, Dan. You could have at least muted it. Okay, no, I don't hear the echo anymore.
What did he say? Fresh was a good one.
Yeah, that was the what's his name? Winter Soldier, bro. I can't think of his name.
I fucking
that was a good one.
That one, yeah.
Dan with an 8mm mask. Although Dan always tries to put the tool mask on me, like but
shit, I need to get me one of those. But yeah, so XPW in a couple of days.
Yeah, we're all gonna be there. If anyone's out here, I know you're gonna get to see.
Yeah, anybody in the LA area, if you are going to XPW, make sure you come and say what's up to us. And Pitt and Ray will be there, so get your Christmas cruelty shit signed, baby. I'm sure that I think Pitt went on record saying like if you give it to him, they'll sign it. So
I don't even think we told Pitt yet. There'll be another director there, director of Till Death Do Us Part, Anthony Pierce.
Yep.
So
which is Rob Black's cousin.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Booyaka, cuz.
Lucha Dan coming up.
What the fuck?
What's up, Lucha Dan?
What the fuck kind of lucha mask is that?
You know, Dan, you fucked it up. We wanted the hat on top of it.
Yeah, I know, right?
It wouldn't. It's got the horn.
You could balance it on top, Dan.
I tried. I can't. But there you go. Lucha Dan.
Well, now we want.
Where'd you get that fucking thing?
In Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Well, Dan. Well, no. Next wrestling show, we want you to wear a mask. You can wear your hat on top of.
See, you gotta have like the fucking gimmick where your mouth is open. That way, you could just pull your beard through
it. It kind of works, though. It kind of works. You know.
No, it just looks like you got like a hairy ass neck.
Put the hat on, Dan.
Where's that?
No, that was funny.
It's not going to stay on. I tried.
Well, so what? Just put it on for a second.
Or hold it on your head.
Demand it.
Yeah, we need to review some Del Santo, some Santo movies.
All right, Dan's just doing the tease. I'll accept it for now. At least we got to see him look like a goof.
There we go. There we go. I don't look like a goof. This is awesome. I'm ready to win the AAA title. Rob Black, you got a luchador.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm gonna cut this part out.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm making a pitch, okay? I'm just saying.
Dan, don't no pitching. No,
I give you
if-
a better
as lo-
619 than Ray.
Fucking, you know what? I'll allow it if he's wrestling Schlack, because just watching Schlack beat the living shit out of Dan would be amazing.
He's got to avoid the 619, though. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I know for a fact, like, you would bust your ass so fucking bad trying to do 619. This shit would be hilarious. You would go flying out the ring and crack
I
your
imagine
skull.
him just like he's just holding the ropes and just goes straight out when he's trying to do the flip.
Misha's going to turn on him. I'll do a 619 with light tubes. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
It's all right. The guy in the front will grab him. So
Schlack's just gonna, like, you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna do that, bust his ass, and Schlack's gonna pull out a shank from his boot and just fucking carve the shit out of it.
I'm going to do every show in this mask now, Todd. Remember, made fun of the hat. This is just going to be me now.
You already cultural appropriate enough. Take that shit off.
Dan. You tell us Feliz Navidad and we can get the hell out of here.
Feliz Navidad. Don't eat people. Just to be clear, Flesh Wound Features is against eating people. And unfortunately, I won't be able to be there on the 10th. They're everybody's, lucky because I'm not bringing the heat with my 619. But go there. You can see Todd, Pugs, Kruger, the Christmas Cruelty guys, and who else is there, Todd?
Everyone. I don't know. Fucking
Anthony.
Come see people get hit with shit. So that'll be fun.
You'll have fun even if you're not a wrestling fan. And if you got Christmas Cruelty or something from that you want to get signed, Derby Room, Pomona, California. Pomona, California. Sorry.
But even better, if you're not in California, you can watch it live on Fight TV.
Yep, live on Fight TV. Yes, I'll be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you got to give me the upside down devil horn
go.
into the camera.
Say goodnight, Dan.
Good night.
Who doesn't love big tits?
Stay safe, motherfuckers.